Hello, I'm Hal Ottaway with the Wichita Postcard Club, and it's time once again for a postcard of the week. This week, we're looking forward to our club meeting on June 3, and our speaker this week will be Greg Phillipson from Austin, Texas. He's here today with me, and I just am pleased to have him and to share with you a little bit about him. If you could, Greg, please tell our audience a little bit about yourself and also the subject matter of the program for this Saturday.
Great, thank you, Hal. And it's really a pleasure to be here with everybody at the Wichita Postcard Club. Today, coming up on June 3rd, we're going to be doing a presentation about Arthur Szyk, and that's spelled S-Z-Y-K, although it's pronounced like the razor. He's a famous artist and did a lot of, probably the most prolific artist for anti-Nazi and anti-Axis material during World War II. But he's also noted as a famous book illustrator, many Jewish books, but other books as well. And through his artwork, many different postcards were created. And my background is I'm a retired executive in the basically the software industry, but I got into collecting and lecturing internationally about the Holocaust and other Jewish related topics. And Arthur Szyk, being both not both, but all three, a Polish patriot, an American patriot, and a Jewish patriot, he was of great interest to me, especially when I learned about his work during the Second World War. So because we do collect a lot of propaganda art, along with the artists that did the art, we thought it would be appropriate to add Arthur Szyk, and we have a rather extensive collection of his philatelic material, original artwork, World War II material, all the way back to probably, I think the oldest original piece we have is 1914, some World War I material, original artwork. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. I'm just a really avid collector. We lecture about the Holocaust, and he fit that bill perfectly on every dimension.
Oh, Greg, that's great. It's just something that I've become interested in through the years and looking for those postcards that Esquire published. And it'll be fun to have you fit into the pieces, so to speak, and to put all that story together and to explain it to us. Because otherwise, we just know them as kind of an oversized postcard. They usually, if they're used, they're kind of banged up and edges are creased because they weren't the same size as the standard postcards from that time. But Greg, do you have one of those cards that you can show us today that from this Esquire set?
Yeah, Hal. One of my favorite things in the Arthur Szyk collection are the collection of those Esky cards published by Esquire magazine. Kind of interesting. They're an oversized postcard. They're high gloss. And the one that we'll be showing today, that actually was mailed free franked from a U.S. Navy post office during World War II. These cards were sold, the set were sold for 25 cents by Esquire, and they were a series of a number of different Esky cards. There was, of course, the Hurley Girls, different pets and so on. There was a series of dogs, but these cards are phenomenal. They were reproduced from full page, and if you know Esquire magazine from the 1940s, they were oversized magazines, very large format. And in there, all these cards done by Arthur Szyk were reprints from the originals that ran full page in Esquire magazine. Phenomenal artwork and really anti-Axis, anti-Nazi, and so on. The one we're showing today kind of shows all the crazy guys, but the thing we'll talk about in the presentation is the fact that this one was mailed and some of the comments on the back of the card by a U.S. Navy sailor during World War II, free franked and all. So it's an exciting card. It's part of an exciting series of cards, along with many other really wonderful pieces of philatelic and postcard material you'll see during the presentation.
We're delighted to have you for this Saturday. It's going to be at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's when the meeting starts, but we'll start letting people in at 1:45 p.m. Central Time. So watch for that. It's this coming Saturday, June 3, and we'll have a good time and learn a lot, and just really, really pleased to have Greg Phillipson here with us. Thanks, Greg, for your kindness and doing this part for us now. Bye-bye.
You're a pleasure, Hal. Thank you.
Thank you.